This is Hafiz. Hafiz lives with his wife and 5 children in Tuwani, a small farming village in the hills south of Hebron in Palestine's West Bank. In these images taken in April last year, the people of Tuwani and a handful of Israeli and international activists were holding a peaceful demonstration to protest against the building of a 2-foot-high wall on village land. The army claimed that the mini-wall would make a difference in security, but for the villagers it was clear that the aim of the wall was to obstruct access in and out of Tuwani and to ruin their already dire economies. The wall was finally removed by a court order, but the success of the villagers didn't make news. For the media, Tuwani was just one of the many Palestinian villages struggling against ongoing dispossession and harassment, a picture just too common to hit the press. After the signing of the Oslo Accords, Tuwani was included in Zone C under complete Israeli control. This situation led to neglect of the village, which still depends on wells for its water supply and a diesel-powered generator for its 4 hours a day of electricity. Moreover, the Israeli administration declared all the buildings in Tuwani illegal and issued demolition orders that have been enforced in 4 occasions. It was to no avail that several houses predated the foundation of the State of Israel.
They evacuated about 11 villages from this area in 2000. And they took them in big trucks, they took them with their staff, with their children, and they threw them to the other side of this main road. Home demolition. We can't build anything in this area. So if we want to build, we have to ask them for permit, and they never give us any permit. They're asking different papers, whatever. Even if we give them all these things, they never give any permit, and they have the excuse just to demolish anything that you build. In addition to the settlers' attacks, the settlers' attacks, they are coming to the people. They are working on their land, and they attack them. So what to do? The Palestinians they have to call the police, the Israeli police. So when they call the police, they never come, And when they complain against the settlers, even if you have evidences, everything, they did nothing for that. We started thinking, so why all this happening here? And now it's clear for us that this is the Israeli government policy here, just how to make how to let this area keep in a circle of violence, and then to give more excuses for them just to use more violence against us, and just to be easy for them just to evacuate the whole area.
There is something elusive in the beauty of these hills. They conceal the pervasive reality of the military occupation and the daily struggle for every inch of land. One of the major threats facing Tuwani comes from the nearby settlements of Maon and its more radical offshoot, the outpost of Havet Maon. Under international law, both are built illegally. In the past, settlers have attacked shepherds with sticks, poisoned wells and grazing land, and burned villagers' crops, while army and police have turned a blind eye. After the establishment of Havet Maon, settlers also started to attack children from the neighbouring hamlet of Tuba on their way to school in Tuwani. To monitor settler attacks and to protect the children and farmers, the Christian peacemaker teams and Operation Dove established a pioneering full-time presence of international activists in 2004.
I think that international involvement is always problematic to some degree. I think there are always challenges. It's too easy for internationals to become the story as opposed to Palestinians. But here in Tuwani, we're really have wonderful partners that we work with. This is a project that is by and large Palestinian-led. We do what the village asks us to do. And I think that by taking our lead from Palestinians, we're able to support what they're already doing.
The villagers of the area around Tuwani have organised themselves by forming a committee to promote non-violent action as a means of resistance. In this way they hope to assert the justice of their cause and to break the cycle of provocation and violence into which the settlers want to drag them. But their efforts will almost certainly fail if the settlers and the army escape the scrutiny of the media and remain free to continue their campaign of harassment and oppression with total impunity.
We believe that the Israelis, they afraid, they're scared of the media because they do bad things. So, for example, the soldiers on the checkpoints. So they used like to stop the people hours, take IDs, you know, and sometimes like to just like to beat the people without any reason. But like with these Israeli and international activists, just like because you know they have really very important weapon. We consider it like very important weapon, which is like the camera and the video camera. Just like when they come there, you know, they behave very kindly to the people. Hi, how are you? Please, your ID, whatever. And this has never happened before, but now it's happening. Our strategy is how to reflect the truth online, what's happening in this area, for the Israeli people and for the whole world. This is like our mission now, because you know we will have more solidarities and our voice will go out.